How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I won my first Madden 23 Super Bowl, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I have made it into the playoffs 2 seasons in a row. So far I'm 2 for 2, and in the first attempt at a Super Bowl I lost the very first playoff game. I did not play very well. I threw 3 interceptions in the first half, and I threw a lot of interceptions as I was trying to learn a little bit about the freeform passing technique, that you do have to press L2 and you have more control on where you would like to aim it with the left stick. So I have practiced it a little bit. I feel like I'm passing the ball a little bit better. We're starting off this video by warming up with some house rules. I wanted to kind of get a feel for the way the game is playing before hopping into my first playoff game. This is the divisional playoff game, and I guess this time I skipped the wild card game because I went 6-1. So if we win this game, we'll be 7-1 with a chance at our very first Super Bowl. And typically, when I'm in the playoffs, I like to play a little bit more conservative. Now, the first time, I was playing way too aggressively. I was really trying to just lab. I didn't really care if I won the game or lost the game. But this time around, I am really trying to win. I'm going to try and get through this first drive here without really giving away too many of my best plays, right? Like, I don't want to show this guy exactly what my strategy is. I want to just try and take the ball down the field using, balanced offense, both running the ball and passing the ball, trying to make him make the first mistake. And that's exactly what happened right here. We get the interception from Eric Rowe. He jumped that route. Could have easily been a touchdown if he were to break on that post or if he were to kind of react in a different way. Here on 3rd and 7, I'm going with the flat route. Missed opportunity there. We have J.K. Dobbins in as kind of a budget running back. I ended up selling Joe Mixon for like $290,000, hoping that he goes down in price a little bit as they release more and more running backs. We are going to get a headliner program, the second part of that coming out. I want to say there's a Dolphins safety, I forget his name, and then as well as Justin Jefferson in terms of the bosses, and then the Heroes 86 overall. I want to say we're getting the running back from the Broncos. I think his name is something Williams, Javonte Williams, is it? Number 30 on the Broncos? No, not number 30. He's number 33. I think Terrell Davis is number 30. I'm not really sure. But we're also about to get the safety from the Dolphins. What's his name? Javon Holland? That's the boss. That's the 89 overall card that I'm expecting. But anyway, I think Joe Mixon's price could end up going down when we get more running backs. That's definitely going to happen. But I wanted to try out this J.K. Dobbins card, and so far he's playing pretty good. He does have 85 speed. He's a good budget 84 overall card for like 50K. But we do have an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. We take advantage of that with a late score here in the first half, and now this opponent is able to respond on his opening drive. I want to say I had a couple opportunities to stop him up, but it is going to be a 7-point game, and now we really look to try and, ground and pound the ball, try and use the running game, use the clock to our advantage. He does have to score 2 times as long as we get a field goal, and that's all I was going for. We end up breaking a 70-plus yard run there with J.K. Dobbins, somehow get through a couple of those small holes, and then we follow it up with an interception. L'Jarius Sneed coming up with a big game-sealing pick. The opponent ended up quitting out of it, and now we're about to play the Super Bowl here. So we are 7-1, 1 win to glory, and I think we get a couple of packs. The one game I lost was against a pretty good opponent that I think I've played before. I recognize that Beast AMG name. But I ended up going down by 2 touchdowns. I just quit out of it. In Madden, I have no shame in quitting. There's a time involved, so you're not always able to make the comeback, especially if the opponents are kind of just running the ball and running the clock out. But I also won a game that I was losing. Like, I think this guy had a friend come over because he had his microphone on by accident. All of a sudden, he was up 7-0 and just turned off his console, and I ended up getting the win. But anyway, we're in the Super Bowl, and I'm starting it off early with the blitz. I'm trying to apply the pressure, and we give up a 1-play touchdown. The second play of the game, he goes for, 68 yards right there? Jeez. I mean, what a way to start the Super Bowl. We're playing down 7-0 at a deficit, and same type of approach applies, right? I'm trying to win this game. I need to tie up the game. And I'm not trying to show this guy anything. I could have definitely fumbled that ball right there. Kind of went into a hit stick. But I'm not trying to show this opponent anything that I'm trying to do here. However, this Y out play is one of my go-to plays, but I'm not going to hit the receiver that I would like to right away. I'm trying to, use a little bit of strategy when coming up with a scheme, especially playing in the Super Bowl. I noticed that the guy was able to beat man coverage right away. He was able to beat my man blitz, and he threw a drag route over the middle of the field. So that's what I'm looking for later on in the game, maybe next drive even. But here we get a little lucky. That was a risky pass, but it works out, and we follow it up with a score from J.K. Dobbins. So this card has been the MVP of this game, or at least this playoff run so far. Joe Mixon definitely got us here, as well as the defense. The defense, to me, is where I want to be, and I did not say that last year. Defense last year for me was a nightmare. This year, running some man coverage is pretty basic. It's simple. You don't need to make a ton of adjustments. So as the year goes on, as man coverage is not as good, then we might have to mix it up and go with, different adjustments on zone. But so far, man blitzing is pretty easy to do. It doesn't take a whole lot of skill to pick a blitz and adjust, a few guys on the line and just let the CPU do the work. You have to guard maybe one guy here and there, make a good play on D. But here, Cam Chancellor pretty much does it for us. We go up 2 scores before halftime, and we're getting the ball back at halftime. I need to clutch up right here and have a defensive stop. We're going with another, coverage type of play, but we got Lawrence Taylor there, so he's applying some pressure. He ends up getting the first down, though. We had him like 2nd and 30-something. He gets the first down, almost scores, and trying to body up Parham is absolutely crazy in this game. That guy seems to just catch everything. But very next play, he goes to the corner route, back of the end zone, and our safety's playing a tip drill, tipping it to Snead. He comes up with the big play, and we just ran the ball to end the second half, or first half, I should say, to end the second quarter. I didn't want to make a mistake. And then we start off with a big run. A couple of hard cuts from J.K. Dobbins. He's really just carrying the team. He has a receiving touchdown. He's getting us set up. We're in the red zone now after a couple big carries, a 10-yard average, and now we try to make him miss a couple times here. We get into the end zone, and this opponent is, in fact, going to quit right here. We actually had a perfect game on offense. We did not incomplete a pass. We went 91 yards and a touchdown. We also had a rushing touchdown, or potentially 2 of them. I thought that was a pretty good game. We got the trophy pack, so now we're going to go ahead and open up some of these rewards, right? We got promoted to the next division in veteran, so we're going to be playing some better opponents. I know I was only in the pro division. It's not, something crazy here to start off the game, but we were able to win the first Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl for me last year was the toughest. I think I made it to about 3 of them before I actually won one. I just did not play as good as I did here in this video. But my team is also very good as well, right? I understand that. We have a ton of coins. We got a ton of different players we can use. And I'm still waiting for my 89 overall LTD Jalen Hurts card. I've been online with EA support about 4 times. They have not been able to help me, even though I've provided video evidence 4 times each and every time. Still waiting. We might see some packs rolled out for people that had some issues with the packs in the LTD Jalen Hurts, potentially DeMarcus Lawrence. But I'm waiting. I'll let you guys know when I get them. Until next time, peace out.